Yeah. So I just want to share my experience. Guys, so I went live today. Eventually, I told you yesterday that I was going to go live today. So this is what happened. After the flop yesterday in the practice live video yesterday, today I managed to go live. But I had to go through a rigorous process of trying to figure out why I was failing to operate TikTok live studio on my computer, only to find out after a whole hour of fumbling with the whole thing, that I needed to adjust the the zoom in and out on my display. I did that, and finally I got to work my TikTok live studio application on my computer. I was extremely excited because I was looking forward to going live. Mind you, this is my first live. I've never been live before, especially on TikTok. This is my first live. So I hop onto my live, and now I had my sticky notes. I had written down what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So today, it's going to be an introduction. I'm going to let people know more about me live. We're going to interact. I had this idea in my mind of how the interaction was going to go, but it didn't go. It didn't go the way that I thought it would. At least in the sense that I thought, I was going to get more people interacting and more people hopping onto my live, and all. People were hopping onto my live. In total, I think I got about 30 people to just watch my live. If we're just talking about people watching, 30 views. But all of them were just 1 minute views and all. And I appreciate that. Honestly, I appreciate that there were people who actually were like, let me peek through and see what's happening, and then they left. So but I soldiered through. Yeah, I did. It was tough. It felt awkward because I was stumbling through my words. I didn't know what I was saying. It's as if the whole concept about the topic that I am so passionate about, biorhythmic productivity, it became all so new for, I don't know, like for whatever reason. It's as if my head, the medulla oblongata, just went like, it's gone. No data, no information there. And I was like, I'm trying to reach out into the dark to locate where the information had gone. Well, yeah. And after the live ended, when I finally concluded my live, I felt so icky about myself. It's that thing that you want everything to go as smoothly as possible. You want everything to be perfect and all, but it wasn't perfect. So in essence, why am I even talking about this? I'm just talking to that one person who is hesitating, that what, no matter how long you're going to take to finally come to terms with the fact that you have to take action and do this, you are going to experience the awkwardness of the first time, just like I did. So it's better that you actually do it now and get it over with, like, let it pass. Just let it happen and let it pass, and then you learn from it and you move on. So I personally feel like I'm I flopped. I just botched the whole thing, and I just massacred the whole experience and all. But it was worth it because I've learned, and I now have experience of how hosting a TikTok live feels like, or just in general how it feels like to be in front of the camera and people watching you streaming live. So I've learned a lot. And I'm going to take the lessons. Currently, if you ask me right now if I want to do it again, based on how I feel, it's it's a big no. But I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go through the awkwardness again until I master this. I'm not a person who's very good in front of the camera. And right now I've discovered that, live camera is actually much worse than just this type of camera where I'm recording and I'm just alone in my own room and doing the thing. I can afford to just stop this and delete this and then record another one that I feel more comfortable and much more happy to post and have you guys watch and all. But when it's live, it's like, that's the thing, you're doing it in real time, you see. But yeah, it's way more awkward when you're going live. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show up again. And this time on Monday at 8 p.m., I'm going to show up again and I'm going to be awkward again until I master this whole thing. And I love this because I am growing and I'm doing things that take me out of my comfort zone, because there is no growth in the comfort zone. So yippee! We're celebrating the first live in awkwardness. Yeah. So if you've watched this entire video up until now, thank you so much for watching, and take care. I love you for watching this. I love you and I appreciate your patience with me.